Godzilla versus the Kraken. Who will win by popular demand? Let's find out. Hello everyone and welcome to the Versus Challenge. I am your host Anthony Knight, and today I am bringing you a special Monsters edition of the Versus Challenge, where I am bringing you Godzilla versus the Kraken. Now if this is your first time checking out the series, this is a voters takes all compilation series, where you the fans get to decide who you think should win, and you also get the opportunity to be featured in each and every episode. Now, if you want more details about that, stay tuned until the end, where I will also be revealing the winner of this episode and the next two combatants. Now, as always, I will talk about these two combatants, and then the participants for this particular episode will weigh in on who they think should win. Without any further ado, let's start this. Introducing combatant number 1. He is the colossal beast, the Titan killer, the one and only, the Kraken. Standing at 415 feet in height and weighing in at 62,000 tons, the Kraken is a giant sea monster of tremendous size and strength. A 6-eyed, 4-armed humanoid with scales and crab-like legs. It has many tentacles, all which are large enough to destroy entire fleets of ships and cities with relative ease. Each tentacle is about 300 feet in length. They allow the Kraken to swim at great speeds. In addition to its tentacles, it possesses a massive jaw, full of hundreds of razor-sharp teeth. The creature possesses uncharted strength, along with durability and endurance to match. The Kraken is a colossal elemental beast that even the gods fear. Introducing combatant number 2. He is the alpha predator, the king of the monsters, the one and only, Godzilla. Godzilla is 350 feet tall, weighing in at 90,000 tons. His tail is 550 feet and 4 inches long. Has exactly 89 dorsal plates running down his back, and his roar can be heard 3 miles away. He is incredibly smart, has the ability to survive on land, in water, and below the earth. He possesses tremendous physical strength, which he uses in combat to overwhelm most his foes. Godzilla's long tail is a formidable weapon. It has been shown to be very flexible and powerful, able to lash out quickly and topple over buildings and enemy monsters. Godzilla also has incredible durability. He displays an immunity to conventional weaponry. He's extremely resistant to damage and possesses an extremely advanced and highly efficient regenerative ability. But Godzilla's ultimate ability is his atomic breath, which is a focused, concentrated, fiery-shaped energy beam that is a blast of radiation which Godzilla shoots out of his mouth. His dorsal plates begin to glow at the tail and goes all the way up to the top of his neck, and then he lets loose with the concentrated blast, causing severe damage. Godzilla is immensely powerful and earns the title as the king of the monsters. Now that all the cards are on the table, let's see what these YouTubers have to say about these two combatants.
Godzilla versus the Kraken. starting off with Godzilla, king of the monsters. Godzilla's defeated all of his enemies in the past. Some of them were really tough, up to the point where Godzilla nearly got killed, but he survived and still won his battle. Now against the Kraken, Godzilla has a slight chance of winning this fight because you see Godzilla has slow movement speed, and its atomic breath will probably not do much of anything towards the Kraken compared to how big and tall he is compared to Godzilla himself. So yeah, Godzilla may be the king, but will be the king after he tries fighting the Kraken. Who knows? Now as for the Kraken on the other hand, the Kraken, holy shit. Do you see how big he is? Like, god damn. Now, you see, going against Godzilla, it'll be a lot more easier for the Kraken because the Kraken, he can just, use his teeth and just tear off Godzilla's head or whatever, or he can just strangle Godzilla and he can just kill Godzilla a lot more easier. Maybe in just one hit with his powerful tentacles, stuff like that. He can just boom and that's it. So Godzilla has a small chance against the Kraken. But yeah, you see the Kraken has fast movement speed compared to Godzilla. He's a lot more faster with his abilities and stuff like that. So Godzilla has a small chance, and yeah. So in conclusion, my vote goes towards the Kraken.
Hello on today's talk here. In this video I'll be seeing who will win between Godzilla and the Kraken from the Clash of Titans. Now, I would think Godzilla would win. Now, the Kraken's big. He's powerful, but Godzilla is being creatures more powerful, more bigger than the Kraken's had. And he has a lot more power than the Kraken. So I really think Godzilla can beat him. He's the king of the monsters, in my opinion. Like, Godzilla is one of the only creatures that I think could beat pretty much any creature. Like, Godzilla is so powerful, and he has a lot of experience going up against bigger foes. He's fighting the creatures bigger than him, stronger than him, maybe for more powers than him. But he's always come up. Yes, sometimes he has a little aid from other creatures, but it's mostly him. So I'm going to go with Godzilla. I think Godzilla could beat the Kraken. And yeah, that's what. So yeah, I'm going to go with Godzilla. So see you again. Signing off.
What is going on, Night Riders and YouTube and the rest of the world out there in the Reactorverse, all that good stuff? Today, we've got a regular old Clash of the Titans. Godzilla versus the Kraken. Kraken, didn't really grow up with the Kraken, didn't really know much about him other than the movie. Well, I'm honestly not that big a fan of him. Do I think he can hold his own against Godzilla? We'll get to that. As for Godzilla, yes! Godzilla! Watch Godzilla all the time with my cousins growing up. It's almost all the movies and all that good stuff. Mecha Godzilla, King Ghidorah, destroy all monsters. I absolutely love Godzilla. Now, as for who would win in a fight, in certain stories, the Kraken can't really be harmed by much. There's no weapons that can hurt the thing, and the thing has even been known, the Kraken has even been known to take out the Titans, defeat them as well, if I'm not mistaken. So, you gotta take that into account when Godzilla is facing this thing. As far as I know, it doesn't have many skills other than it can't be very harmed by certain objects and whatnot. The Kraken is also a monster, but Godzilla is the king of all monsters. How are you gonna defeat the king, man? I understand you defeated the Titans, but Godzilla's got that atomic breath. What do you got, Kraken? Tentacles? I think Godzilla's having some calamari tonight, so that's my 2 cents. What do you guys think? Let me know. Spread the love, forget the hate, live, love, life. Godzilla for the win.
Guys, it's time once again for a versus battle. So the battle is between the Kraken and Godzilla. Now guys, I'm totally, my wife and I had to discuss this one to make sure, because we both had our points on either side, but I'm going to go with my choice. I'm going to go with the Kraken. So the Kraken, I think, would destroy Godzilla. I mean, Godzilla is a big badass. He's a big beastie mother. Okay. But he's a boss. But the Kraken, just as big with those tentacles and shit from Clash of the... So we're talking about the Clash of the Titans, so the tentacles and everything would wrap around everybody. He's got it. Godzilla, gone. Kraken, baby. Boom. Peace out.
Hey ladies and gentlemen, Richard Kenobi here, and I'm back again to answer another versus challenge question, who I think would win between the King of the Monsters, Godzilla, versus the Titan Destroyer, the Kraken. Now, this is a very interesting matchup. I don't think this has ever been done before, but out of all of Godzilla's worthy challengers, this is probably going to be his most hardest battle, and that's saying a lot considering what the King of the Monsters has been through. But considering who I'm rooting for, it's obvious. Godzilla. Now, I don't need to tell you what Godzilla can do or what he's capable of, because we all know what the big G can do. But as for the Kraken, he possesses super strength, speed, and durability. His most impressive feats have been he's been able to go up against gods. He sunk a city with little to no effort just by sinking it, and his tentacles allow him to swim a lot faster than Godzilla. So, despite all of that, I still think Godzilla is going to win, because Godzilla has proven time and time again, he can take so much beating and get back up. And he has a healing factor, which pretty much will make him outlast the fight, even if he's going to be a lot banged up in this fight. But at the end of the day, there is no question that the King of the Monsters, this will be his 45th victory. So, until then, guys, if you enjoyed this, then please like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, guys, this is Richard Kenobi saying, may the Force be with you. Later, guys.
So the question is, who would win in a fight? The Kraken from Clash of the Titans or Godzilla? The answer is very, very simple. It's Godzilla! And I'll give you one reason why. One reason. I'll give you a few more, but one reason why. He's the king of the monsters. So, there you go. That's why. Because he's Godzilla, okay? You want another reason? Okay, fine. So, he has fought many, many foes who are way bigger than him. Now, sometimes he's had help, but other times he has not, and he has still come out on top because he knows how to take them down. He has fought many, many monsters, his size and bigger, and even more than one at one time. He's fought 2 monsters at one time. It happens. So, when you really think about it, Godzilla has been through war. The Kraken from Clash of the Titans realistically has not fought anything that we know of. It hasn't fought nothing. It's just like, I'm big and bad. I win everything because everybody's so tiny and I'm so big. Once you put that monster, the Kraken, against Godzilla or another monster, will it still win? We don't know. But we know from seeing many, many films from Godzilla, he always comes out on top. He always wins. So there you have it. That's why Godzilla wins. He's the king of monsters, and he's about to come back in 2018 and do another freaking solo movie, and then he's going to come back again and fight King Kong. Let's do it!
You gotta love these participants. They're so passionate about who they choose. But as you guys saw, Godzilla was the favorite amongst them. But their votes are not the only ones that I count. I also count the votes of the fans, the Knight Riders. And the tallies are in. The winner of the Monsters edition of the Versus Challenge is none other than Godzilla. That's right, y'all. The King of the Monsters has retained his title. So, we have finally reached that portion of the episode where it's time to find out the next 2 combatants. And for some of you, you're probably wondering what's taking me so long to bring in these 2. But you know what? I had to savor them. And it's time to bring them out. The big guns. In 2 weeks, we will have Superman versus the one, the only, the Incredible Hulk. That's right, y'all. I'm bringing back the age-old question. Superman versus the Hulk. I so look forward to seeing the votes for this one. Now, if you are interested in participating and being featured in the next episode of the Versus Challenge, the only thing that you have to do is send me a message on one of my social medias letting me know that you want to participate. and I will let you know what you have to do in order to do so. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this special edition, special Monsters edition of the Versus Challenge. Until the next episode, everybody cast your votes down below in the comment section. I look forward to it. Ride or die, y'all. Till the next episode. This is Anthony Knight. We out.